Welcome to Know Your Mobile. I'm Basil, this is HTC Desire X, this is the Nokia Lumia 620 and you are watching our comparison video. Two of our favourite phones out there, and the fact that they're both available for around 150 quid is absolutely insane. Both phones have great designs, but for very different reasons. The Lumia 620 is loud, it's fun, it comes available with a range of back covers that you can purchase separately to give it an entire new look and feel. Definitely the one for the person who's young at heart or young in the flesh. The HTC Desire X is slimmer, it's more classical, it feels really premium. Both devices do, don't get us wrong. This slips in the pocket that little bit more easily though. The screens on both devices are also great. WVGA, very similar size, very similar performance. The HTC AS pops a little bit more and has a much more superficial experience, but the clear black technology inside the Nokia Lumia 920 means it's not far behind at all. In fact, they're very, very comparable. Web browsing is great on both. Clear white LCDs produce very nice and clear whites, all in all responsive as well, so really no cause for complaints on either device. The user interfaces are pretty different. Android going to have a lot better app support. It's a more complicated user interface. You've got more options. You've got home screens which you can tweak the widgets in, you've got a pull down notifications bar, and you've got an app drawer. The app drawer in itself has a whole bunch of views, so you're really going to be a little bit more bowled over with information if you're coming from a feature phone straight to Android. Windows Phone 8 in contrast, much simpler. Two screens, that's it. You can pin screens, the left screen is a start menu, the right screen is an all apps menu. The start menu acts as a shortcut menu. You can pin apps to your start menu very easily. Really not all that much to get your head around. So if you see yourself installing loads of applications, then Android might be the one for you. Nokia pack Windows Phone 8 with a whole bunch of their own applications, including offline mapping and the sat navigation, which again is available offline, as well as offline music and downloadable playlists. So again, it reiterates our point. If you see yourself downloading applications, Android might be the one for you. It's definitely more customizable, and there are way more apps in the application store. If in contrast, Windows Phone seems appealing with its lack of applications and its simplicity, then go for it. Check this out, you really won't regret it. Moving on to the hardware, and we're going to start with the camera. The 5 megapixel cameras on both perform exceptionally well. If we take an HTC AS as a subject, for example, we can show you the user interface on Android is considerably more comprehensive. You can tweak a lot more settings, and we really like it. Definitely prefer it to that of the Nokia Lumia 620. We can quickly focus on the AS and take a picture, and then take the same picture on the Nokia Lumia 620, showing you the UI and the fact that it is pretty limiting in its actual features by comparison, and it's just a little bit clunkier to get your head around. And we just accidentally took a picture which we didn't mean to take, and you'll be doing that quite a bit. Both devices, though, in terms of picture quality, do perform exceptionally well. If we can see that the HTC 8S's shot was considerably more saturated and is definitely visually more pleasing. Both devices produce sharp shots. The HTC AS again a little bit sharper, and both delivered some nice depth of field in the background. So we're really impressed on the camera front by both devices. We'd say the HTC 8S is probably a nicer one to use. It's also got this really nice ridge here, which makes one-handed use all the more appealing. So that's the camera, and the HTC AS wins in that round. However, in terms of internals, both devices pack 1 GHz processors, so performances should be comparable, but Windows Phone 8 is such a smooth operating system, it really puts Android to shame. Android just feels a little bit clunkier and slower. That's not to say the Desire X is a clunky or slow phone, it's just by comparison to the ridiculously buttery smooth experience of Windows Phone 8. Storage wise as well, the Nokia Lumia 620 wins out. You've got 8 GB of internal storage as opposed to 4 on the HTC Desire X. The 4 GB isn't all user available, though. There's only around 1.5 to 2 GB user available, though you can get a micro SD card slot for expandability, so if you want to jam your music and videos on, the Desire X and Nokia Lumia 620 should be relatively even for that one. Moving the HTC 8X out of frame, and the final point is battery life. Both will last a day. The Nokia Lumia 620 is probably a little bit worse if you're using it intensively, using that gorgeous screen, thanks to the high capacity inside the HTC Desire X. That said, if you see yourself charging every night, it's going to be a pretty even battle between the two devices. If not, then again, the HTC Desire X wins out. All in all, which is our favorite handset? Well, we really don't feel it's right saying. If you want something simpler, if you want something that's just cleaner, and you want to be able to change the back covers, then the Nokia Lumia 620 is the one for you. We love Android, and that's just because we love throwing 1,000 apps on here and enjoying everything that the Android App Store has to offer. It is more complicated though, it takes a lot more to get your head around, and it's clunkier, it's less pretty to look at. So depending on which one sounds right for you, you can make your informed decision. Thanks for watching our video comparison of the Nokia Lumia 620 and HTC Desire X, two of our favourite affordable handsets available for around £150. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to click like, subscribe to this channel, and if you have any feedback, just chuck them in the comments section below.